EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. These two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago. And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans, a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But where that game was all Tennessee, they led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 51 yards on the ground. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to be a loss of 15 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
That's the reason he ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
7-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's going to keep it here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Leonard Fournette. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another one on 2nd. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets him 6 points.
And at contract time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. 7-7, our score after 1.
Quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl? Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Titans 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quan Alexander has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
A big loss on the play. Brings up
on 2nd and a long way to go. Jackson going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. And his pass incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jackson. And that's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll look to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little...
They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. An 80-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front.
Tucker lining up for the extra point.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And this one is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 73 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson. And I really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. And a loose football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for only a couple.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Another run here with Dobbins. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
5 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Ravens 42, Titans 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here's complete, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
16 yards.
First out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And they'll look to throw again. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Sione Takitaki in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Turnover on downs.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
And now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks. And they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
the 25-yard line.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Baltimore Ravens.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Dobbins the ball
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Jackson, he's going to keep it himself. The quick feet by Jackson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That's good for a Baltimore Ravens.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back now in Baltimore. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Lamar Jackson.
Quan Alexander in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
7-yard line.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This from 54 yards away.
4-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. And they'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First down, Tennessee.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
The 20-yard line.
And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same...
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's what...
It's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Play action. Now Jackson. His throw incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson staying on his feet. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. 4th down, here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he is all the way up past the 25. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Mike 17, it's just me.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
It certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The 37-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 9. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout
Taken down
as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Jackson to throw on 3rd down. This is caught. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run with Dobbins. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Jackson from the shotgun, eluding the pressure right, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful, and incomplete here. So that will leave them with 16 on the clock. And the Titans are going to recover the football. The 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
tonight's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's just their third loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.